Dark Nexus. Tonight, it's Act 4, Interlude, Part 5. All right, my friends. Time to get busy living or get busy dying. 17 entered, and 11, for the moment, do still remain. But for how long?
I mean, that's pretty good, though. We didn't lose any since in that last...
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
The body count's the same.
Take the win.
We set it up.
I've been thinking about this situation, trying to, from their point of view, this whole week. It had to have seemed so doable just a couple of minutes ago. It's like
right.
Lols and Mun are inside. They can't get out without getting past you, apparently. We've got a 10th level adventuring party, a whole platoon of Nethizian battle mages. The building's fairly small. I was just talking about this with Paul. Like, you don't know how many floors there are yet, but it really, each of the floors is just like a couple of hallways and a handful of rooms so far. The stewards all seem so well trained, seem to know exactly where to go and what to do. And even when things started to go unexpectedly on that first floor, unexpectedly for them, their tactics at least got you all down here very quickly. But wow, things really fell apart so fast on this second level. And I think at this moment, we're going to just press pause for a brief second. We have well and thoroughly immersed ourselves in the abject horror of what has obviously turned out to be this locked room trapped with monsters scenario I've thrust you into here. We've done the freaking out. We have experienced trauma and despair, and I'm talking about my friends here, not just their characters. But before we move forward, I wanted to do just another quick little check-in like we did a couple of episodes back, just because I've got the feeling this may be the point of no return. My guess is that when we look back from the future on this interlude, it's probably going to be whatever choices are made now that will prove to have been the ones that sealed whatever your fates end up being. So, just like panic and chaos are a big part of this kind of storytelling, there's also that trope of the moment of clarity that sometimes protagonists get in the middle of a crisis. Now, Stasi and Theraval are standing side by side. They're both fighting against their different burgeoning madnesses, but they both have significantly above average intelligence and massive wisdom scores. They are observant and insightful. Stanhope is off by himself, and even though Johnny has well established with very little screen time that Stanhope is not so much a thinker, he's also established that the dude has luck and a bonkers survival instinct on his side. And Neb, also still by himself, even though his charisma is garbage and he's a total freak show, he actually has big wisdom and genius level intelligence with a score of 21. Wow. So I've been pushing the go terror of this scenario for several weeks now, but hey, this is also a game. And I wanted you all to be able to take advantage of our week off here to see how you have
figure out how to win.
Reflecting. Well, I wanted to give you the opportunity to at least talk amongst yourselves. So I was thinking I'd just give you a little space to do that, just to talk it through. You've got a bunch of obstacles here that you know of: the Dreadwraith, the Proto-Shoggoths, Neb's situation in the northwest, the library in the northeast, what little you know of what's going on in the Menagerie. What have you observed? What have you learned? What's been working? What has not worked? And also you've observed the steward's strategy on every floor, this whole splitting up and going to all four angels at once thing. It's obviously a strategy they developed based on their existing knowledge of how things were to be down here.
All of which is garbage.
Right, but you may now have, you may now be looking at this whole scenario and going, maybe we no longer need to or should listen to them. Mm-hmm. Talk it out. What have you seen? What have you observed? Take this moment to chat as friends.
There's a level of this too that Pandora is watching this play out and learning and gleaning things from it too. So it's an excuse for us to metagame. But that like the things she would pick up is that, okay, don't approach the Dreadwraith, don't approach the body. It didn't seem to come out of the wall until there was something close to it. Like, maybe don't all split up and run around in an area that is unfamiliar, that they don't know the hazards, that being invisible would be helpful, being quiet would be helpful. Like, she's gleaning all this stuff.
Yeah.
For Stasi, I think this hopelessness is transforming into a rebellious, fuck you, Elder Lethene.
Oh.
Everything you've ordered has gotten people killed. And now you just told us to do something you know we can't do. You know, like, I think she's starting to feel like she's watching one of his people be absorbed and changed into something else in front of her.
Yes.
She gave up in the hallway before, and that was an extension of the madness and of just being like, fuck it. But now I think that's sort of oozing into, there's still a job to do here, and that's the core of who she is.
And how would you define the job right now?
She came down here thinking it was protect the people who know what they're doing.
Yes.
And now I think it's get as many people out of here alive as possible.
Got it. Yep.
But she's looking at Sister Ornu and is like, well, all that is right now is a distraction for these creatures that will do the same to us if we give them a chance. Fighting them? No fucking way. She's standing there holding a masterwork dagger. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you've done a collective total of 2 hit points worth of damage to these things.
She has no idea where Neb is. No clue. She can probably
so
hear
much happened
Stanhope.
before you ever got downstairs.
Yes.
Even. Yes, there's so much you didn't even see.
So all she sees right now is one person that she can trust. I think they are completely trauma bonded, or she is at least completely trauma bonded to Theraval.
Oh yeah,
at this moment,
that makes a lot of sense.
And feels kinship with him because of their faith, and is gonna look to him to be like, let's you and me get through this.
And you were the sign.
Yeah.
You were his sign of the thing he needed to follow to help, and the fact that's I think part of why he didn't go when you said to go.
Yeah.
And why he chose to stand with you, and I think it makes perfect sense to him that I think he wants to try to get us away from this absolute horror that is the culmination of everything he's told himself he's fighting against kind of his whole life. He's concerned. You are, I think, his prime concern. I think he sees the utility of Stanhope, but he doesn't have any idea what kind of trust level he can have of you in the short time they've been together. Yeah. And
it's funny because he's so reliable on how he's going to act, though.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? I'm serious.
But what form that's going to take.
Right.
Like they could go in so many different directions. You know what kind of bucket it's going to be in. and then Neb, he's thoroughly like
you don't know anything about him.
Neb's gone. Okay, well we have to move on. Sorry, Paul, but that's the exposure he's had to this weird, odd little dude that just showed
character
up
just
right
met
at,
him,
right at the
but
door.
I think Stasi feels like that is an unacceptable cost that they've maybe already paid.
Yeah,
you know, like that's Elder Lithine's fault. That Neb ran off in a random direction after somebody, you know.
Yeah, Neb was following instructions.
Yeah.
And look what happened to him.
But I also am so frustrated with this fog of war, right? Because I don't have I've listened back to what we already recorded and tried to put together this map. And I think I finally have it now. But there's so many places that I don't have any. So even thinking about a plan to go and get Neb, even though meta-wise I know there's nothing I can do to get him out of that cage. That's not. I don't even.
Right, because you don't have the advantage of.
I'm not going to run past the mirror that these Shoggoths clearly came out of because the floor is all mopped neatly and by their bodies in both directions.
But is there a trail leading from the mirror, or is it just in front of it?
It just goes north and south.
The trail you can now see from where the two of you are standing does indeed go down to where you are and then turn down to where they just came from.
Okay, so that is a safe assumption that that's what came out of this mirror.
100%.
Okay.
100%.
Gotcha.
Stanhope's got the advantage of seeing more of the whole floor than anybody else.
Whatever those are. Do we know what those are?
I think
when they mentioned inevitables, do we know what inevitables are?
Johnny does, but I don't know that certainly Stanhope has no idea what an inevitable is.
Yeah, the two of you would know those are lawful outsiders, sort of akin to angels, but more about keeping order. These are not them.
So they were expecting allies.
They were expecting allies.
Gotcha.
Which might also explain this whole split up and do your business.
Because they've got your back.
Yes.
The inevitables are got your six.
If there's a thief in here, the inevitables will fight the thief while you continue down and do what you need to do.
So as Pandora has been spouting all this stuff off, and Bash has been listening, and he's like, so whatever it is that Mun and Lols did, they somehow either purposefully hacked the magical defense system of this place and fucked it up and infected it, or they accidentally fucked it up and infected it. And now, rather than it being like this thing where it's supposed to like lock down, it's now like keeping people from getting to them, or just causing mayhem and chaos and stuff. But
absolutely.
I think I said this before, but Pandora doesn't believe that Mun and Lols would have gone in here with no plan to get out. Whatever that means. Whatever dark ritual they opened up to the cosmos that let all this shit in. You know, like, she concurs completely. They broke this place. And going in there with bad information is just going to get everyone killed. They're going to have to figure it out as they go and glean more, hopefully, as people
from what these folks
survive this floor. Yeah.
Stanhope, on the other hand, feels on top of the world because Stanhope is like, all right, I just got rid of that Dreadwrath. That worked. Got the dagger. She dropped that. I'll give it back to her. We need to go back around. I'm going to let them know that, like, Neb is, like, I don't know, trapped somewhere. He's, like, trapped around the corner. And I'm like, come on, let's go. But he's, you know...
Flee.
I don't know if there's something wrong with him, but he doesn't seem great.
What about our friend Nebbers?
Neb's close to panicking.
Yeah.
This is close?
Yeah. The self-sacrifice notion of Flea was like the last vestige of sanity that... And Neb hasn't seen an enemy yet.
No, not a single one.
Neb hasn't really taken any noticeable sanity damage, has only taken damage from the elemental effects in this force cage. There's an unseen servant walking around out there.
Maybe it can find a key.
Do give me, here's the one little bone I'm going to throw at you all. Do give me a little spellcraft check for Neb, and we'll see what happens.
20.
Okay. I think the thing that would be filtering through Neb's panic is casting his mind back with what is probably near photographic recall with an intelligence score of 21.
Yeah.
You are in the middle of a shitstorm of instantaneous magical effects that you somehow felt before they ever happened. There is no evocation spell that does that. As you entered the room, you felt chill, you felt burning fire, you felt your skin melting, and you felt static electricity coursing through your fur before it ever happened. This would be telling Neb, this is not a magical trap. This is probably a haunt, which I think you may have even voiced out loud a couple of episodes ago.
Yeah.
Which would mean that it is susceptible to positive energy. So, yes, last time Neb did learn, or not last time, the time before, there's no way to get out of a force cage. But if a haunt is keeping the force cage present, and the haunt is destroyed, that may stop this whole never-ending cycle of energy damage.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably in the middle, in this moment of clarity that Neb is having here is, this is happening, this is real, but the thing that's causing it to happen may actually be attackable by other means.
Yeah, Neb doesn't have a lot of positive energy spells in their arsenal.
But they came down here with
someone who does.
who they think of as two clerics, basically.
Did they have a wand?
Yeah.
Yes, and probably a spell or two prepared, but it's also going to continue doing damage to him. So,
right.
Something to know. This unbeatable thing may not be literally unbeatable.
Can you cast Cure Light Wounds from a wand onto an effect?
Absolutely. Channeled energy, cure spells, all those things will affect a haunt.
Just a matter of surviving the elemental damage.
Yeah. Anything else we want to review? The Proto-Shoggoths were very late into this fight. Do we know what brought them here? Or why they did not come immediately when the fight broke out, like 4 rounds before they appeared.
But it seems like they did. They had just gone down around the corner and now they're coming back, right?
They first appeared after, was it Sister Oranu? One of the 2 sisters ran down that way, the first person ever to go down in that direction.
But they first came from down here, right?
Yes.
The south.
So no one had ever gone down that way before. And the instant she went down that way, these things slurped out and started chasing her.
Mm-hmm.
That may or may not be helpful information, but it is information if it was ever missed, because I know most of you didn't have eyeballs on that. I think it was only Theraval, right? Because of the dark vision problem?
Yes.
Yeah, so whatever's going on down there, they were doing whatever they were doing. And the instant one of the monks ran right by where they were, they came out and started chasing.
Well, they did say near the Menagerie was where all that sound and screaming was happening, so maybe they were feasting on something else that was down
The
there.
Menagerie's over here.
Yeah, Menagerie's in a different part of the building.
In the east,
We don't
okay.
know at all what's down here.
No clue. Yeah.
If we survive to get to the next fucking valve stairway, we're gonna get a fucking idea from these people what this place looks like and where they're going and where they think they're going. Because this makes me insane.
Which way did Elder Lethine go?
Here.
Elder Lethine is to the southeast. Stanhope only knows that because he heard the voice calling out. Stanhope never saw him travel there because he dimension doored. But that's the direction from which he yelled the very helpful thing, do not follow me unless you have true seeing.
Here's a question I have, just not being as familiar with spells, but
Yeah.
I think Theraval would know this.
Yeah.
So if Elder Lethine yells out, don't come in unless you have true seeing, I do have prepared Invisibility Purge, which gives me a 50-foot radius globe around me. Anything that is within it cannot be invisible. What would true seeing show that would not within that 50-foot radius?
Sure, it would not pierce illusions. So if there's anything happening to make you see something that is not there or make you see things differently than they actually are, true seeing burns right through that. I think that's the big thing, right? Anything else that I'm not...
No, I mean, the
That's
main
the
thing
big
is
thing.
illusions.
Yeah.
Johnny the player keeps wondering, is there any way to actually shut down these mirrors through, like, dispel magic or breaking them or doing something like that?
Right, we have not... This group of 4 players' characters has not interacted with any mirror yet at all.
Yeah.
One last little tidbit I want to just make sure is not lost in the shuffle, and this is probably more for the other party observing this from the future to note, but the instant the last person on those stairs stepped off of it, that whole stairwell closed and sealed up.
Yeah.
But it was staying open until everybody stepped off of it.
But nothing seemed to follow us down either.
Thus far, correct.
Thus far.
Who knows
Yes.
if
Who
that
knows
was
if that stays,
happenstance
yeah.
or...
I'm gonna move your token for a quick second here, Johnny, just to see. So when you were messing around with the angel, Johnny, I don't know
Yep.
if you caught... Can you see the door down there? There is a door in this southwest corner as well.
I see that there's a space here. I don't know that this is necessarily a door. But if it is, then...
There's a door there that you can absolutely see.
Okay.
What I'm guessing probably looked when you first were there last week like just another long hallway going off in a direction, does actually go, after not too far, to a door.
Excellent. So Stanhope has that information.
All right, so we've got some information. We've expressed some feelings. We've got... What else was on my quick short list before we jump back in? I know I had something. Oh, mirror image. I made a bad call with the Dread Wraith. I looked at Life Sense as the name of the ability. I think I saw the sense part and just bucketed it with Blind Sense, which would not overcome mirror image. But Life Sense acts as blind sight that does not rely on vision. And the spell specifically says that an attacker must be able to see the figments to be fooled, but the Wraith does not need to see a living creature in order to perfectly attack it with precision. So going
it only
forward,
sees the living thing,
Yeah.
like a glow around them. Like
Exactly.
That's the living thing. Got it.
So going forward, the stewards will not be protected by that spell any longer. They got lucky. Nethys fucked up for a few hot rounds there. All right, we'll pick up here. Up around 5. Sister Rena is up. She is about 10 feet away from Theraval and Stasi. She's got mirror images going. She's emanating light. At the top of her turn, her flaming quarterstaff blinks out, but she sort of cocks her arm and reflames it as a swift action. She's not doing well sanity-wise. She had been doing pretty well for a while, but the getting down here and seeing the Shoggoths did a number on her, and then missing with that, what was it? It was Scorching Ray. Yeah. She's looking at the two of you, Theraval and Stasi, and looking in horror between you at Sister Oranu, who has just been injected with proto-Shoggoth material and is screaming and howling in pain as her body is being changed from within. And she just, like, with heavy breath, just backs away into the menagerie and leaves you alone with them. And then disappears around a corner. So it looks as though there's no door into the menagerie, but there is like a curve around a corner. You see her light go around the corner as she approaches the screaming goat and whatever else the fuck is going on in this horrible menagerie. We're heading into Stanhope's turn here. At this point, during the daring teamwork use, that gave everybody escape route and outflank ends. It's gone for everybody. Blood for the Empire, however, is still going.
Yeah.
All right, so you are standing with dark vision at the absolute center of the crossroads of the hallways here at the center of this second level. You're right where the staircase had been before it slooped up into the ceiling. You've got Winter in hand, and you have eyes on nobody, right?
I imagine in my buckler hand.
Sure, yeah.
Put it in your violin case.
And he's heard all the noise coming from the south down here, and he heard Elder Lethine yelling from south and to the west.
South and east, yeah.
South and east. Mm-hmm. South and east. So he's going to start to make his way down the thing, and he is still, at this point, hasted? Or is the haste all gone?
Haste is gone.
So now he is moving at regular speed.
But
Blessings of Fervor is still going.
Yeah.
Do you have that?
I do.
Which one do you want?
I think that he'd be like, oh, I can't see anybody. I should zip along and get to them. So he's going to keep the extra 30 feet of speed.
Okay.
That's how he's thinking. So he's going to make his way down the hallway to the south here, and he sees some shit.
He turns the corner, and down the hallway to the east that leads to the menagerie, he sees two proto-Shoggoths mobbing Sister Oranu while Stasi and Theraval stand close by. I think this is the first time he's laid eyes on them, is that correct?
Oh, yeah.
Let's check the sanity!
Oh, man. Oh, that's a 23.
All right, you take only 2 points of sanity damage, bringing you to what now?
7? 8?
8.
Join the 8 club.
8 is great, man.
Oh, yeah. Everybody has 8, except for Neb, who has 1.
For now.
For now.
He's got his own problems.
So you're already mad. So this is obviously horrifying, and it shakes you to your core.
Yeah.
But you are still wrestling with the same belief of, like, basically, if I see a ghost, I got to take it out with nursery rhymes.
Awesome.
You're still in that zone.
Fantastic. These are not ghosts.
These are solid things.
These look like solid things, and you know what I can do? I can clobber solid things.
All right.
And so he sees them, and he sees that he can get up here next to the proto thing. He runs over, and he's flanking now.
Theraval and Stasi are like, stand up, no.
And he's going to go, flank him, as a swift action. And then he's going to attack.
Flank him as a swift action, meaning...
Outflank is now in effect.
Okay, for who? Everybody within how close to you?
30 feet.
All right, so Sister Oranu, Stasi, and Theraval get outflank back. How many rounds, Johnny?
It goes for 8 rounds.
Okay, let me drop that in here.
He is, Johnny is going to use a little bit of his meta knowledge, and he is going to swing wildly while also using hilt hammer, which means that rather than precision damage, he does half of his precision damage just as regular damage.
Got it.
Nice.
Does a 39 hit?
Yeah.
Sure does.
Excellent. 11 points of damage.
All right, takes about half of that, and it, will probably feel like effectively doing nothing.
All right. as he does that, he's like, Neb is trapped in the other corner, guys.
All right, Mr. Neb, alone in the northwest corner, trapped in a force cage, bathed in elemental damage, in the dark, can't see shit.
In the dark.
And you don't have a light spell, right? Isn't that still true?
Correct.
Amazing.
Correct.
You actually are. I think, like the experience that you're having, as awful as it is for everybody else, like just everything's vanished. There's just the distant sound of screaming, and you're sitting in the dark, burning. You got a little bit of information thanks to a little spellcraft check there.
Spellcraft check, yeah.
Whether it helps you or not, it's hard to say. But, well, what you gonna do now, Paul?
Neb calms a little bit. Their wild, panicked breathing calms just a little bit. Life is precious. I've learned how to make more. And they cast false life greater on themselves to give them 23
more
temporary
hit points.
I mean, that's huge.
Outstanding. Outstanding. Oh, and the material component is a drop of blood, so you have to probably prick yourself in the darkness.
Can't you just pinch it out of your shawl?
I mean, there's probably already tons of blood on them.
That's been cauterized, though, you know. Sister Oranu, screaming in agony, is going to try to struggle out from the grasp of this Proto-Shoggoth.
Good luck.
Oh, natural 20 on
God.
her CMB check. Thank you, roll 20. Wow. These CMB checks are considered attack rolls, and a natural 20 on any attack roll is a success.
Oh my God.
She wiggles her way out from the grasp of this Proto-Shoggoth. That is a standard action. She takes a 5-foot step to get herself out from between the two. Wow. You can't even know how much I was not expecting that. Okay, all right. So she gets closer to Stasi and Theraval, leaving an empty space between the two Proto-Shoggoths. And yeah, she's not going to risk a longer move than that, right? No, she knows she's going to get grabbed immediately. Yeah. So she hunkers down with her flaming quarterstaff. Oh, she will have to. It goes out, and then she turns it back on. And with her 15 points of sanity damage, she's like pressing her back against the wall, just, no. But she's got her staff in front of her, like she's gonna try to protect herself. Elder Lethene. What would the sound of an old man, quite some distance away, taking 17 points of sanity damage sound like?
I think it would just be very like silent and sort of like just a sort of withered gasp.
Oh.
Exactly. Like
Oh dear.
like a sudden realization of like the absolute truth of the universe is something inside them just quietly broke.
Huh. Somebody give me an 8-sider. Roll an 8-sider for me.
All right.
Reroll an 8.
That's a 1.
Yeah, where's your true seeing now?
Oh my god. Yeah.
Is it the worst possible one?
No, it's like story-wise, I wish one of you could be there to see what happens, because it's pretty great story-wise. Oh, you know what? I will describe it to Pandora.
Yeah. Pandora would know.
Oh, now we got to answer this question.
Yeah. Does Pandora have to make these sanity checks for seeing these things?
Yeah, let's start making retroactively all of the sanity checks for Pandora for everything that she has seen so far, and then Katie can decide if she's going to continue watching to what happens to Elder Lethene down there, and she feels his mind beginning to snap.
Oh God.
Yeah. All right, so these will be mind-affecting effect will saves.
How many?
Hound of Tyndalos, Dreadwraith.
I've already
Proto-Shoggoth.
seen a Hound of Tyndalos.
Great, that's down. Dreadwraith, Proto-Shoggoth, and then this thing is a question mark.
Whenever you save, it gets to mind-affecting effect.
Yep.
Roll twice, keep a better result.
Every time.
Every time.
That's so
Outstanding.
amazing.
Here we go. Let's make a save against the Dreadwraith. This is Pandora in the future, 5 days from now. As she's telling you what Stasi sees, she's recoiling.
You get a reroll.
She did it.
Did you already do the reroll? Why is your face covered like that?
It's pretty hilarious.
Could I have done Burst of Insight?
You can, but you also got a few of these. Oh, they're in different moments in time.
Yes.
So yes, for sure. 100%.
All right, I'm going to mark off a Burst of Insight.
Yeah.
So that gets 1 up to 15.
All right.
And then I have a full complement of action points.
Oh, look at that methodical mind.
Yes,
thing.
I know. I'm saving that.
Okay.
Okay, 21.
From the sight of the Dreadwraith through the psychometry vision, Pandora only takes 2 points of sanity damage.
Not her threshold.
She's doing fine for the moment. Holding strong. Let's have her...
Okay. For this one, I am going
Look
to
at a
use
Photoshop.
Methodical Mind, which means I roll 3 times and keep the best result.
If you are thinking about maybe making a save against what Elder Lethine just saw...
Yeah. Should I save Methodical Mind for that? Okay, I will. But I will do Burst of Insight for all 3 of them.
Okay.
So I'm just going to mark those off right now. So 2 for
The Proto-Shoggoth.
the Proto-Shoggoth at +4. Better. 30.
2 more points of sanity damage, still under your threshold. And then
The final one, I will use Methodical Mind. I will roll 3 times.
I think what I'm going to do is we'll have you roll that either when we go back to the future and I tell you what she saw, or if one of you gets down there and sees what he just saw right now, then we'll go back and look.
Okay. Keep the sheet open.
Keep the sheet open. So yeah, so you hear a little gasp from the far distance. Maybe it echoes and shunts up another small stairwell shaft. So you just hear this little, oh. Huh? Brother Iktarab is sick, vomiting up fungus and mushrooms, staggering around in the northeast corner. Let's leave him there for now. It's a good place for him. Brother Arzin. Can't let you see him. Blessings of Fervor ticks down. There's 1 round left of it. We're up to Theraval. So Theraval, you're still hanging with Stasi here, also right adjacent to Sister Oranu, who has extracted herself from between the sludgy piles of ooze covered in eyes and mouths. You have got eyes on, the entrance to the Menagerie. Anything else? Nothing else has changed since the top here. All right, so what does Theraval do?
These foes are beyond us. I think we have to move on.
Yes.
And that's going to provoke...
Unless we do a full withdrawal? Is that how
Could do a withdraw. Take a up. You can move up to twice your speed, but you will not provoke from the Shoggoth that you are adjacent to. You could, of course, also attempt an acrobatics check, but I'm
That's probably not
Is
his,
it got 10-foot reach?
You have not seen that demonstrated so far. You've only seen them attack
could
from
also
adjacent.
do a 5-foot step, but not then a move. That's an old
Right.
rule, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's got to be.
I think my plan is I'm going to move to here as a full withdrawal.
Okay.
And then I guess I'll see what I see.
And then decide if you're going to keep moving.
And then,
All right, so Theraval moves into the Menagerie, taking the beginning of withdrawal action away from the Proto-Shoggoth, gets this party's first view on the inside of the Menagerie. It's a fairly large space in here. You can't even see the whole of it because it turns around the corner up to the north and to the east there. Do you see that, Robert?
I do.
So this seems to be some sort of magical/biological experimentation lab. There are workspaces and beakers and bottles and cauldrons and books and implements and devices, but also a ton of cages. There are many, many that are empty, but a number of them are currently occupied with the things you've been hearing screaming. So you see a white rabbit, a snowy white rat the size of a dog, a bright red spider the size of a cat, a weasel with dark rings around its eyes, a bat, a chicken, flying squirrel, a centipede the size of a cat. And all of these animals are like screaming and shaking their cages, those that are capable of doing something like that. And they've all got their eyes on something around the corner to the northeast here that you cannot see, which you would presume is the goat, which is still howling bloody murder around the corner from you there. You've got eyeballs on a few, maybe just one, right? You do just see Sister Rena, is that correct?
I see Sister Rena. I see a diagonal half of whoever is just northeast of her.
That is Sister Faria, and you would see, okay, so Sister Rena, the switch seems to have been flipped. She looks like she has gone mad. She's the one who just backed away from you,
Right.
The look on Sister Faria's face is stone cold sane, like the first stone cold sane eyes you have seen in about a minute here, and she is eyeing Sister Rena with concern and trepidation, as if maybe Sister Rena behaved suspectly when she entered here as well. So there now seems to be like a level of them all starting to mistrust each other going on. But Sister Faria at least seems like she's her head is in the game still. Do you want to continue moving?
Kinda, but am I?
I'm right behind you.
I feel like we have to know. So yes, I'm gonna move up.
Yeah.
Next to Sister Rena is the plan. So
do you want to get within 5 feet of her?
Oh my God.
When I say she's starting to look like she's snapping,
like violently, or
give me a sense motive check.
30.
You suspect she might lash out if she thinks that you are going to try to touch her. She looks capable of violence.
Okay.
Great.
Like, not psychotic. Like, she obviously didn't start attacking you and Stasi out in the hallway. But in that little space there, you can pick one square, which is right next to her, and one square that is not right next to her. I think Therival's elf heart would be saying, maybe...
Is the center...
Oh, and do you see the other mirror in there?
Yeah.
Okay, so there is a second one of those mirrors, giant, 8 foot tall, 5 foot wide, polished steel, pewter with animals gambling all around it, gambling and with angels, playing cards with angels.
Any indication that something has come out of that one that I can see?
Not visibly. No, not visibly.
Okay, so then that was 5, 10, that was 20 feet of a move. We're going to continue 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45 to there. I'm trying to be like little palms forward, like as non-threatening to her, trying to show that I'm being respectful of her space.
Yes, noted and obviously appreciated. This menagerie is kind of like an L-shaped room. He entered on a long north-south stretch, and then there's an east-west stretch clumping off to the east there. So when you get up far enough to the north, off to the east, on the opposite wall, far east end of the floor, you can see this valve.
You know what I don't see? Elder Lathine.
Well, so the valve is open.
Okay.
The circular metal ring around it depicts 4 angelic faces with fierce, pointed teeth. So all of the angels on this floor, just as a general rule, have been more hostile looking.
Right.
These especially hostile. And you can see that the valve has irised open. There is a hole in the ground, and probably from this angle, 40 feet away from it, you can't see where it leads, but you can tell that it's open. And Brother Arzin, Sister Layli, and Sister Faria are standing in front of it, quarterstaffs out, like protecting it. It feels like obviously Elder Lathine just went down. The steward's standing right at the valve, Brother Arzin. He does actually have 1 foot down inside of it. It seems to be important to him to
keep it open.
Exactly.
And there's...
Oh, do you see the spasming and screaming goat?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yes, I do. And their state of mind seems calmer than Rena's.
No. Oh, shit. Okay, so maybe the unease you see on Sister Faria's face, the one sane one, is that she came in the room and found Sister Layli and Brother Arzin protecting the valve, but also maybe trying to keep her away from it. It seems like everybody in the room is paranoid except for Sister Faria.
Okay.
And this goat. Oh, the goat.
Wait, are they also paranoid against each other?
It seems as though that may be starting to happen in this room. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah. The goat is in a large cage. It's lying on its side on the floor, just screaming. Its body's racked with convulsions, and you're seeing bits of it all over it go temporarily translucent. Like it's kind of like a bodies exhibit thing where you briefly see like the blood vessel layer through it, muscle layer through it, and it looks as though the tip
This is of the body as a whole.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
This is very Alien Earth.
I was just thinking that very thing.
It absolutely is.
Yeah.
Just picture that freaky sheep staring at you.
Yeah.
And its extremities, like the tips of its horns, the ends of its hooves, seem to be slowly softening. So as it's like banging its feet around, the hooves are looking like strangely rubbery. Like that's not right. And it is indeed looking at you in the eyes with this desperate intelligence and fear and terror as its body is just. Give me a knowledge of religion check. I forget. Like you actually.
I know things.
You know
now.
shit.
That's a 15 on the die for a 31.
Oh, fun. Are you trained in knowledge dungeoneering?
No.
Okay. All right. So you got some info. Okay. So we've established in part 1 of this interlude that Theraval has spent his even though he's young for an elf, his life has been long so far, and he's spent a lot of that learning as much as he could about the outer gods. And as we think about the pantheon of the elder mythos, you basically got 2 levels. You've got the outer gods and you've got the great old ones. The great old ones are akin to demigods in the normal pantheon. So even as powerful as you think of them being, because they are relative to you, these outer gods are even more incomprehensible and alien and powerful. So like Jamandor and Hastur are just, air quotes, just great old ones. There is an outer god called Yog-Sothoth, believed to be a series of iridescent spheres. If and when he's been able to be witnessed, he's almost impossible to witness because he is believed to exist in every place and in every moment simultaneously. He is everywhere always.
Is this who I referred to when I asked, does he treat with the goat?
No, that's Shub-Niggurath.
Oh.
This is the one that you thought, well, if he's doing something, it would be happening in multiple timelines. Basically, this is the outer god of time, and he is an incomprehensible entity. The only way mortals are able to glean from him or interact with him is through rituals that will summon his voice, or will attempt to inject pieces of him into our reality. And you are aware of rituals where people and animals are subjected to being effectively infected with a piece of Yog-Sothoth, which then transforms them into some way that Yog-Sothoth can exist in this reality. And it involves these people or animals slowly dying and being reborn as a little piece of an outer god.
Huh, okay.
So you think something here, like this is just scratching an itch in Theraval's brain of like, oh my god, is Yog-Sothoth crossing the threshold into this goat?
That's got to disturb him greatly.
Oh, yeah.
And is that what Elder Lethine saw in all places, all at once, at all times?
We still don't know.
No, but
Elder Lassie.
I feel like that's a fair question that might be being thought.
It's not requiring a sanity check from me right now.
No.
Okay.
You're closer to one than everyone else because you understand what might be happening here. I think right now, eyeballs that don't know anything about the outer mythos would just be like, well, shit, it's sick or something.
Okay. Then that's my turn.
So it's my turn. Yeah.
So Stasi is up adjacent to Proto-Shoggoth and Sister Oranu and has seen Theraval first back into the menagerie and then keep going. So that's got to be a hopeful sight.
So blessings of forever. I'm going to take the extra move just in case, since I don't know how far he went.
Yes.
But she will look across the two proto-Shoggoths at Stanhope.
Yeah.
And say, "Follow if you can, friend." She looks like the world is a black hole. And she will do a full withdraw after Therival.
All right, take that first move into the room, and I think you'll experience what Robert did, which is a first moment of adjustment.
Mm-hmm.
So you see the mirror, Therival standing up next to the mirror, which is on the west wall of this room. You can see that it bends to the east. You know, the goat is over there. Mm-hmm. And Therival's looking off in the direction of where the gate is.
Not too keen to walk past the mirror.
It's just a simple mirror.
But Sister Rana looks violent.
Mistrusting. Paranoid.
Stasi, too, will put her hands in the air.
Yeah.
I will wait.
So you're going to hang where you're at?
Yeah, because I want to see what they're doing.
Yeah.
These sisters and brother Arzen.
And I would say the immediate... Again, it looks like they're guarding the valve, is what your initial impression is. They're bodily standing in front of it.
So she'll say, "Why did he say that about true seeing?"
Sister Faria, who I think also because of your sense motive, you would clock as the one who seems to still be kind of holding things together. There is a guard and wards effect on the next level that fills every hallway with fog, and there is some confusion effect that makes you move in a direction other than the one that you intend to. The Elder was hoping to get that turned off before we all subjected ourselves to it.
So much for invisibility purge.
This is the bad place. In every way, there is to be bad. Stasi just looks at them all and goes, "Fuck."
Yes. Sister Laylee's haste runs out.
Oh no.
Sister Laylee continues to guard the valve. Okay, Shoggoths are up. Let's see. The one adjacent to Sister Oranu will go to town on Sister Oranu. Okay, so what you observed last round was the Proto-Shoggoth going for Sister Oranu, and then the instant it made contact with her, injecting her, seems to be a completely different strategy this round. It just fucking creates 4 pseudopods and goes to town and beats her to con death.
Oh no.
Sister Oranu is dead. And you see that whatever is happening on the inside of her body
continues
is
to
still
happen.
going. 100%. Sister Oranu is gone.
Only Stanhope saw
Only
it,
Stanhope saw that, yep.
Oh shit.
Yes. The second one turns its attention to you, Stanhope Nixon. Here comes the slam.
No.
26.
Yep.
11 points of bludgeoning damage, and it attempts to grab ya. 30 on the CMB check.
Beat me by 2.
Oh, it was close,
It
actually.
was close. Yeah,
Okay.
I got a 28. So.
All right. So you are grabbed, squeezed for 12 more points of damage.
Fuck.
You are infected with alien enzymes. Give me a fortitude save to fight this shit off as this alien matter enters your body.
I think that I will use my
Charmed life.
Charmed Guardian. I will use that.
Good call.
Yeah.
Remind us what Charmed Guardian does, Johnny.
It allows me to add my charisma bonus of 3 to a saving throw.
Awesome.
That is a 26, and then I get a +2 trait bonus on fortitude saving throws against disease.
With a 28, you are, for the moment, fighting off these alien enzymes. You aren't suffering any condition other than the condition of feeling absolutely freaked out and disgusted.
Me and my 16 hit points feel great. Like we're gonna live
Yep.
forever.
You are, as far as you're concerned.
Yes.
Yes!
And despite all of Paul's rage, he is still a rat in a cage.
Let's do a reflex save for... I'm going to guess.
Guess it.
Electricity damage.
The cage is filled with lightning.
Reflex save. Eek. That's a 7 on the die for a 12.
18 points of electricity damage.
No.
So I'll take that off my temp.
Yeah.
God.
In the dark, the rat is fried. That's the end of round 5. Top of round 6. Sister Rena is in a hold. She seems reluctant to communicate with the two of you, and as Stasi and Sister Faria were kind of talking to each other over her, she's looking back, but she's not taking a move on you. She seems to be in a place of like,
Just defending herself.
as long as nobody touches me, I think I'll get out of this. Standing right next to the spasming and screaming goat. Blood for the Empire ticks down, outflank ticks down as we get back to Stanhope's turn. All right, Stanhope, you are in the loving embrace of a Proto-Shoggoth. Proto-Shoggoth number 2, in fact, with 16 hit points and globs of eyes and mouths all around you. And actually, my friend, in you.
So I am grappled right now.
You are grappled.
So if I want to break the grapple,
Yep. That would be an escape artist check or a CMB check.
so my escape artist. My escape artist check is a 2.
Oh, God.
My CMB. Oh, man. I still have Blessings of Fervor, which would boost. I could choose to take that, which would boost it up by 2, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
Or if I can hit it enough to kill it and get away from it, which,
That is never going to happen.
oh man, these are
He's
all bad choices.
outright told us that is never going to happen.
I've tried to. I certainly have tried to.
He's all but handed us the book.
Yeah.
Look
this
at how you can't kill this. But yes, absolutely, of course, you can take a full attack action from inside the grapple on this thing if you want to.
God, these
You can let go of that +2 to your AC and attacks and take the extra attack.
Yeah, which would mean I could get 3 possible attacks.
Yeah,
Oh God, they're all these choices are all so bad.
they are.
And even if I did like 50, like the most I could probably do, because these things can't be crit, would be like 45-ish.
A minus
50.
5 every time you hit.
Yeah. No, I know.
Guarantee it's got more than 30 hit points.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess we will just roll the CMB check and see if I can escape.
Try to get
it.
out?
That's
All right.
That's
Let's
the
go,
only.
Stan.
Come on, natural 20.
Come on.
Natural
That's
20.
all rooting
Only
for ya.
chance that I have.
Come on.
Come on, Stanhope, escape. I rolled a 2, a 19.
It is insufficient to escape.
Let's see, is there anything else that I can do with my move action?
You got a Swifty left too if you want to. If you got anything you can do.
No, there's absolutely nothing I can do.
Writhing in the warm, wet embrace.
So Stanhope is being grappled and crushed by this thing and just screaming.
What's he thinking?
He's thinking about his mom.
Yeah.
He just misses her.
Uh-huh.
And he feels alone and scared and like a little boy, and he just wants to be protected.
Does he have confidence that his great work, his collected limericks, will get out into the world?
Not right now.
Not right now.
Not right now.
Sister Faria. All right, she's sane. She's got mirror images. She's got shield. She looks at the two of you, Stasi and Theraval, and gives you kind of like a... She locks eyes with you. Like, I'm with you. Whatever happens here, I have not yet tipped over the edge to where these others have, right? Just a little acknowledgement of as much as she can communicate with just a glance.
Having no idea that we're both insane too.
I know. She steps back to get a look down the valve, and you see her face. So she looks down, and you see her face.
Make a will save.
No, but kind of go ashen with concern.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit. Oh no. She does not say that. She's now standing behind two of her paranoid fellow stewards here. And you can see, because the two of you are very sensi motivi-y, she contemplates trying to pass some kind of secret message to you. And then the person running her, me, looks at her sheet and sees no ranks in bluff. Is like, maybe she's not good at that. She takes a few steps back, looks down the valve gate. She closes her eyes with I can't believe I'm doing this. And she takes a step forward and pushes Brother Arzin to the ground next to the screaming goat, or attempts to.
She pushes him away from the valve, like she's trying to keep him from keeping it open?
Yes. She moves him 5 feet backwards. His foot comes out of the valve, and it irises shut. And then she looks across at the two of you. This is where we make our stand.
What?
Neb, what's going on in your poor little ratty head there?
Fuck!
Neb, in the darkness, with their wand of cure light wounds handy, makes a experimental casting of cure light wounds against the force cage.
Roll up the healing.
Of course.
I know no one's surprised by what Polly rolled
2 points.
right there.
Why do we always buy the worst wands and potions?
So certainly not all you were hoping for. However, as that energy leaves your hands, as you're holding on to these invisible bars being racked with lightning damage, there is a flicker in the air as though a momentary slight weakening happened. It definitely had some effect. You did damage to the haunt. But it does seem like a drop in the bucket, as I'm sure you can imagine. But it does seem to be something that you can do. What thoughts are passing through Neb's head?
Neb is wondering when to drink a potion of cure moderate wounds within these rounds in order to stay alive long enough to destroy this force cage.
Yeah, now it's about juggling your positive energy.
Yeah.
Between the attack and the defense.
Yes.
Yep.
This is a really effective haunt.
Yeah.
Regarding that sanity check for Pandora and Elder Lethine, her experience of this place is not limited to the backup buddies.
Correct.
It also includes Elder Lethine.
Yeah, so I am going to tell you what happened with Elder Lethine if you decide you want to keep going, and then I will tell you what Sister Faria saw.
Okay.
That will be information available to your other team at some point. Obviously, I will not tell you now. Brother Iktarab, spewing mushrooms out of his mouth, aimlessly wanders in the darkness. Brother Arzin spins back on Sister Faria. Are you out of your mind? There is no path forward. The Elder is gone. So what? We just die here? That is the vow we took. And you see Arzin and Layli and Rena all look at each other, and they are processing this. Theraval, you're up. The two of you are off to the side in the middle of what went from a near eruption between these stewards to now deathly silence as they're all contemplating their fates and each other.
What did you see down the hole?
He was looking down at his spell components and scattering them across the ground as though he had no idea what they were. We can't get to the soul without true seeing.
Could he not have told us this before we entered this building? I could have had it.
None of this is supposed to be here. None of this is supposed to be happening.
How long do you need?
I can prepare it in 15 minutes.
15 minutes?
Can we hold this room for 15 minutes?
But can we open this gate again?
We'll have to go out and find the angels.
It's good we're all talking, I guess.
Can we agree to hold this room? Sister Layli and Brother Arzin and Sister Rena look at each other. Brother Arzin says, I was told to guard this post. I'm going to guard this post. So it seems like they'll stay here and not attack you. Yeah, interesting. Because the two of you got a choice now.
I mean, what if there's no other option, right? I mean, true seeing or no, the only way down
there's no way out.
So we may as well try that. I mean, it seems like it's that or just make a stand and die here.
So which will they choose? We will find out next week. That's the end of part 5.
Which will they choose?
Delightful choose your own adventure that you've crafted for us.
Dark Nexus is produced by Plug and Hum Productions. This podcast uses trademarks and/or copyrights owned by Paizo Incorporated, used under Paizo's fan content policy. This podcast is not published, endorsed, or specifically approved by Paizo. For more information about Paizo Inc. and Paizo products, please visit paizo.com. That's Paizo.com. Dark Nexus uses music and soundscapes by Syrinscape. Check them out at Syrinscape.com. That's Syrinscape.com. Opening and closing themes, along with additional music composed by Rob Kauzlaric. Artwork for Dark Nexus is by Matt Wahlquist. And thanks to DMCP, Richard and Ari, Paul and Shannon, Scotty, Jason, Jess, Joe, Chelsea, Matt, Dave, Derek, Darren, Michaela, J.H., the Biscuit Buddies, and everyone we've gamed with over the years for all the memories and inspiration.
Oh, I don't want to look at the blood. It makes me oozy. Oozy? Oogie. Woozy.
Woozy? Woogie.
Woogie.
I just don't like it.
Turns me into a Wookie.